10 years of Thrashin supply. We're hoping the little corner taco spot's there and open. A little more leverage on that thing.
1932 Duesenberg or something, dude.
Look, my boy's getting hot. We're in a speed race right now.
I don't know where you've been, but you'll find this is the best.
What's up, guys? We're back. We hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving. It's not even Thanksgiving for us yet. Actually, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, but we just did do a company Thanksgiving. Here's the deal. We rolled this bike on the lift on our last vlog. It's been how many months since we took ownership, or Cole took ownership of this?
A week before Sturgis?
So, how many miles? Yeah, how many miles did it have?
22,000.
That's actually not that many for being a 2018.
And the reason why I asked is because this is going to lead into the next conversation.
Okay, so here's the deal, is that we know we have tons of takeoff parts from the carbon ST build we did.
I wanted to bring up two things. The reason that we didn't take the Sturgis, right? It's kind of given to me to ride the Sturgis, but we'd already kind of teased, we're gonna ride small bikes this year, and that was something that we really wanted to accomplish. The biggest mystery behind that was getting an engine. Lance was nice enough to give me a loaner engine for my DX, which you guys saw, which led to the giveaway bike, yada, yada, yada. But when we picked this up, we all started brainstorming, trying to think of what we're gonna do to it, because knowing us, we don't leave anything stock. We wanna put Thrashin components on it, all that kind of stuff. Really, we didn't have enough time to get what we wanted to do before we took this on a road trip. Feel guilty, I know a lot of us do here, like seeing the comments and all that kind of stuff, but like there was a master plan behind everything.
We have a ton of parts off of that bike. We have forks, we have mid controls, we have better wheels, because the wheels on this, so it's a wide daddy,
and we want to
it's
run
short.
our plant.
We want to rip this bike apart, so that's what, first things first. There's another thing though, is that we have the 117 that we took out of the other ST that could fit in this bike. But then we started looking at the internet and we're like, well, you can get the bolt-in 128 kit from Harley-Davidson, Screaming Eagle, that works in this 107. Should we go with the 128? And there's a different crank in this 107 that spins faster. But the 117 we could buy the exact same kit for, but it turns into a 131. But it has a different crank, which is known to not be as peppy. So those are kind of going through our head. So we have that in mind. We have the ST tin set we could go with. The things that are totally not our style that we would have to change right away. It has forward controls. We don't rock that. These bars and risers, we would never rock. And the pipe. Those are like the main things. I mean, really, if you just did that, it would improve the bike quite a bit. 22,000 mile crank, 107. Are we getting the kit for that, making it a 128? Or are we going and taking the 500 mile 117 motor and putting that in? Is that enough? Is 117 enough? Or do we need to then get the 131 and make it a 131 bolt-on kit?
So the price of the kit, they're actually different kits to make the 107, the 128, and then the 117 and 131. They're two different kits,
but they're like
very similar.
They're similar. They
Yeah,
cam,
same price.
cylinders, pistons, heads, or the intake manifold. Like it has the same components, but yes, they're not the same part number.
Yeah.
3,500 bucks.
Yes. The 131 complete motor is like 7,500 bucks.
Yeah.
Turnkey, already installed.
We're not buying another engine, dude. Like the whole point of this is to kind of use what we got here. The only thing is that if we have the 117, we're gonna have to figure out how to tune this.
I mean, either way, no matter what we do, we have to figure out how to tune it.
I'm kind of almost leaning towards the 128, just because it'd be cool to use this engine, at least the bottom end of it. It would be interesting to see how that power delivery feels. We already have a 131, even though that's gonna be way faster than anything we really rip on, but how the power delivery is with this lighter crank. There is an oiling issue, right, with the 107s, but we can fix that with some fueling parts.
If we do put the 128 kit, I think we could make it more of a hot rod than our current carbon bike, because we'll probably put a gnarlier cam than what the kit comes with.
That's true, because the kit does not come with an oiling system. So we would end up calling Luke, we get the fueling race series oiling system. We would use all his components in that area. So we would end up using his cam that he recommends for the 128 in that crank.
Which is probably...
So after this conversation, I vote we keep this crank in it and we build a 128 hot rod.
It'll be interesting too to go that route too, because like what Juan's saying, it might be faster, but that also shaved 150 pounds off of it. We should make this thing as light as we possibly can. I think that'll be a good challenge throughout this thing, but still a street style bike. So it's not gonna be 150 pounds shaved off of it, but who knows? We could maybe shave half
I'd
that.
like to delete the ABS. I don't know how much weight that'll save, but it'll save a little
The
bit.
pump, that we can make the lines shorter because ABS has a bunch of extra lines and stuff.
Let's just start diving into it and see where we get. We're all gonna do like one portion of the bike, 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Let's see how far we can take this thing in what amount of time.
I'll do this stuff.
Okay, I'll do forks.
Okay, and then Cole's gonna do controls.
Thing's so low, like I'm used to like not putting the jack that far down.
Stopwatch is going.
All right,
Let's go.
Wondering.
If anybody wants these wheels, come to the shop. They're for sale. I don't really know what size. Under. So one thing that's funny is that I remember when we built that Carbon ST bike, everyone was like, sell me those wheels, sell me those tins, I'll buy those. And like, we were like, no, they're not for sale. We didn't have a plan for them yet, but we just knew that they were cool parts that we would one day use. And we also didn't know we were gonna be getting a bike like this. And look at that, boom. Boom. Those parts are gonna come in handy.
So, this has been like a long time coming. Bothers me that we haven't cracked into it yet, but we've been busy. We've been obviously building the bagger.
Another part off. You know, these forks probably would work in our trees. I would imagine they're probably the same diameter. Left side doesn't have a brake hanger. They're single disc forks only with that single wheel. Forks. Another thing that we're not rocking on this bike, I almost want to say it's like a highway bar / crash bar.
Didn't see it there.
You may be wondering is why am I using a 1/2-inch drive? Because there's 3 of us working. So it's kind of like one guy's using the 1/2-inch tools, one guy's using the 3/8, and the other guy's using the 1/4. Noise. Look, my boy's getting hot. We're in a speed race right now. The amount of parts that Juan and I have taken off, and I'm not saying that we're working faster, but Cole's still working on the bars. That's how much stuff was up there.
There's so much, like the blinkers, I haven't even got to this thing. He had it set for highway. He had a Garmin set up. Action right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Boom.
It's only been 16 minutes and we wasted 5 shooting the thumbnail, so.
I've been fighting this thing here. It's not that hard. It was just hard to get the wrench. I mean, it was hand tight. Look at me. Hey, actually, will one of you guys hold this crash bar real quick? Who wants this crash bar? Come pick it up. Thrashin Supply.
Took the Garmin that he had on the handlebars up here. I don't even really know what the actual interface looks like, but so this goes into this wiring nest, rat's nest.
Yeah.
Goes into here. One of them breaks away and was underneath the tank going here. Goes to a fuse and then goes into the stock.
We could take this fuse off and we'll cut here after the fuse. Okay, fuse is out.
This
Now we'll
anyways.
cut this stuff.
Oh, dude.
Oh, dude, you good?
That ran.
That hit me right in the nose.
Come here, bro. You all right? I just so you guys know, I didn't throw that at him. It fell off of the bars he was working on.
It won't. Nope.
Nope. We're really good at taking these apart.
One thing that I like that we did on the Carbon ST was we deleted this piece right here.
I was wondering what that was. I could see
It's
that.
like, there's like nothing in there. It's almost like a little block off. I think it holds like the horn USB charger. But if you don't use it, deleting this, it just lightens up the whole front end.
You can see through.
Go
it.
show them what we took off. You see that? That's my son Lance, and it's the day before Thanksgiving.
Man, Cole's lucky. We're always working on these bikes. First we fix the dyno.
Sweet. Yeah.
You gonna plug the headlight?
I did. Triple trees, headlighter off. Some start riding, good donuts.
Give us a good donut.
And start right there, little B, RIP guy.
Trying to get into a point where some of these parts we're gonna reuse, and I don't want bolts to get rearranged and lost. So I was thinking like this bracket, we're probably gonna reuse this, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we should probably put this in a baggie with the hardware.
Great
And
suggestion.
my Sharpie and my...
I like it. I was gonna bolt it back up there.
I think, well,
I was gonna
reminded me
bolt it back up.
What did these go to?
So I was gonna bolt it back up. I was just trying to get the brakes out.
Okay.
Honestly, we want to bolt that piece back up because we're gonna get rid of this brake system. If you want to put that piece, I mean, it's obviously a great idea to.
Is anything going underneath this? Like, should I tighten it down or?
Yeah, tighten up.
That saved us like 50 pounds right there alone.
The controls off the left side, Cole's on the right side.
I know that Cole and you guys had your ideas of like, hey, should we try to do an exterior mid control? I'm a little more inclined to just like find ourselves a mid control setup.
We need that.
All right, I didn't have enough power to get it off with this this one, so let's
Hit it with the big Jim.
let's put a little more leverage on that thing. Oh, easy, with ease, bro. Look at that.
Oh, baby.
There.
Sorry, guys.
A 180. 180, 70, 16. Instead of lifting the table, we're just slowly lifting the small jacks.
Yeah.
You say ABS delete because I've never had a bike with ABS. Are we not reusing any of the stock brake cables?
None of it. We're deleting all of it. And then worst come to worst, we'll use all of the calipers off of that ST, and then we'll get our own brake lines. I already saw the rotors that you stole off of that STR on your bike, so in my mind, I was already like, all right, we're gonna need to get rotors for this thing. That was already in my mind.
We got back from East Coast and I got real excited and put Bagger Brembo front brake kit, and I didn't realize I needed rotors also.
All right, so I just removed that plastic piece that is sitting above the front of the engine. And what did you guys just do?
Well, I was just gonna say, since there's no horn, do we do like we usually do and make the horn button a NOS?
That's right up my alley.
Why don't I just remove the entire brake system apart? So that's the front brake line.
Front, and then it comes through, and then it goes to the ABS module, which sits under the seat, which we're deleting that whole module.
And then that goes to the rear brake.
Rear caliper.
And this goes to the foot pedal, so.
We can still use this rear caliper, but what we'll do is we'll do our own line. This bike will still have an ABS, the light will come on, but it's letting me know, hey, this bike ain't got ABS. Ride it hard.
A lot of weight. I mean, I know that that's all connected to it right now, but the actual module is pretty heavy.
Yeah, hour, 15 minutes.
Cool.
Hour 20.
Hour 7. And we took like 10 minutes to shoot the thumbnail.
Supposed to guess 1 hour and 7. 1 hour 5. No. 1 hour 6. No.
No, you
Hour
said
8.
1:30 and you said 1:12. That was close.
In basically an hour, what do we do, Juan?
We took this from a riding perfectly functional motorcycle to
Well, that
this.
we could have ridden to Sturgis and would have made it back for
100%.
Cole.
Well, we don't know that, but yeah, to this. It's crazy. It's crazy how modular these bikes are. They come apart really quickly and comes together, if you
But
remember.
it's also kind of wild because I've never worked on any of the newer bikes other than the 24, but like taking them down to this, it's crazy. Like mostly working on like the DX chassis and then seeing this, how much wiring and like just like factory OEM rat's nest there is. But it's cool. I mean, like Juan said, it does come apart pretty easily.
We're gonna shoot a picture. I don't know if we're gonna use it for a thumbnail or not.
Where did the bike go?
Got it, dude. God, we rode it away.
All right, check it out. Kind of like makes you think of when you build a model or something and it's all the pieces are stuck on one of those little plastic deals.
Dude, it's headlight huge. It's like from a 1932 Duesenberg or something, dude.
All right, so here we are. We got the bike laid out on the floor.
It looks like you rode it in and fell over and it all fell apart.
What do we do with all these parts? Where do we leave the bike? So I was thinking we pull out from the attic, basically the components that we know we're using that we haven't seen in a year. So the wheels off of the ST, forks off the ST,
Those
which
right there.
are floating around right there, and the tins off the ST. And we prep that because I would say we're going into the weekend, but next week, first thing we do is we drop the tins off at Airtrix for paint, hope that he can get it done faster than not, drop the wheels off over at the powder coater, just like we did for that bike, get the wheels done. So we could prep the wheels a little bit right now and kind of like have an idea of like what's the next step. I would get the kit before we take apart the motor. What if it's on back order? What if something, and you know, all of a sudden they're like, oh, we won't have that for 3 months. The kits are like, you can't buy them online. So we basically have to handle that next week.
Loosely reassemble the front end. That won't get in the way of any engine disassembly and reassembly.
But I mean, other than that, it's like, okay, we put on a good set of shocks and we put on a good set of front forks. We put a new set of wheels on it. Biggest reason for the wheel change is we want to go from that 130 18 front to the 110 19 front. And then on the rear, we're gonna go from the 180. Is it still a 180 on that ST wheel? So the rears are the same, but obviously we're gonna have the wheels match. Get the wheels done. Those could be done in like a week and a half. The forks, we could probably order the suspension stuff, get it within 2 weeks. We could probably have the forks on it, the shock on it, the wheels on it, 2 to 3 weeks. And then a lot of our components, bars and risers, we do need to figure out mid-controls.
That's what I was gonna say. That's gonna be another kind of big hurdle is what were we doing for controls.
And then we just need to figure out what we're doing to the engine exactly. During that whole time, the tins can be dropped off.
Yeah, I was saying earlier, we should probably pick apart things that we do want to get powder coated and just take everything.
This bike we're building naked, we're not making it an actual ST. We're just using some of our ST components, but we do not want a bike with bags. We already all have baggers. We have the ST with bags.
We have 2 STs rolling around. We don't need a third one in the lineup.
Oh God. Ready?
Ah, my wrist.
Oh. All right. Yeah.
Man, I like holding the camera. You just see all the work get done. You're like, oh, good job, boys. All right, we need to take a picture. This is the ABS side.
Well, we're not using ABS. Yeah, it's either we get non-ABS bearings, but we just have to make spaces. We're gonna have to make spaces either way.
Bearings out.
I just walked in from upstairs and I was like, why is everything on the floor? You guys rearranged again.
Lance was gone for like an hour.
Hey, brother, someone's got to do the work in the offices. Look at the rear fender that we're gonna use.
They're almost the same tank, dude. They look.
This almost looks smaller.
Where's the tape measure?
It's 100% the same.
Why is there a mark at the 3-inch section that says 1?
Hey, dude.
It's let's say roughly 16.
Same, dude.
Yeah, roughly 16. So they're probably the same
do we
tank.
do? What do
This
we-
one's got the dual fill, which this is just like gotta be a
It's a
dummy.
dummy, yeah. It's been
But the other thing is that the dash will probably work on both. So really, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it'd be cool to have one fill and a black one.
Another thing we haven't discussed, logo on the side. Are we keeping any of these?
No, we're definitely not gonna keep that, but I would say the fender for sure. We don't want these lights and the shorty.
Yeah, we don't want that fender, but questionable.
We got a weekend, we can sleep on it.
Yeah.
We can sleep on the tank, but now that's interesting, at least like we learned today that overall the fender's the same. It's really just this.
But the tank.
It's just some like stick, from when we taped it, we painted off what we wanted to. Okay, then the fender is a must because this one's like super wide.
It's the same, dude.
No way, look how short it
I'm
is.
kidding. Look, it's tripping out.
So this fender,
We gotta take that out.
well, I think we would do the one that we did to my ST where we actually buy it off of a
No
non-ST and you
turn
delete the
signals,
turn
yeah.
signals. The other thing is do we want to use, which I'm not saying that anything's wrong with using that, and there's definitely something like that's cool, or you just go for the original dash that doesn't have a gauge and you buy a whole different gauge. But I mean, I'm not it's a little big and clunky, the Sport Glide originality to the bike. So when people go, what was that? There's a freaking Sport Glide.
Well, originally I was thinking it'd be cool to do like kind of of what Gabe always does and doesn't run it.
Take that rubber off.
Yeah, but then there's this, but maybe we could do like a carbon fiber fill or something right there.
You ripped it, dude? You ripped it. Now it's broken.
No, it goes like that.
Let me see. It's ripped.
It's got arrows right there, dude.
No. Oh, it actually has its own little block off.
Let me see.
Yeah, we can make our own little block off plate. Whether it's CNC, we go East Coast in style. We go like that, dude. It's clean.
Give us a little vote right now, whether you're commenting in the live chat. Give us what you would do. Should we run the Sport Glide Dash with ST Tank? Should we run the Sport Glide Tank with the Sport Glide Dash?
Or do we run ST Tank with ST gauges?
It's been a long day. We've made a mess of the shop.
Dude, look at
It's
that.
dark outside. The initial teardown took us basically an hour. We started at 3, I said. It's only 5:30, so we haven't been at this that long. But let's do just a little cleanup. Let's pick out 3 bikes, and let's go see if the taco guy's open on the corner. We're hoping the little corner taco spot's there and open.
It's been a long week. It's, dude, and also, I haven't done a wheelie in a while. So I feel like it's been like a month and a half or 2 months. I'm like a little rusty. I want to go practice now. We need to get some practice.
It was cool, like, filming it because you saw your headlight just like come up. How's it going?
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
Awesome. Can I get 2 pastor tacos, please? Cilantro, onion, hot sauce, everything.
I'll do the same. 2 up stuff.
Oh, bro, we came on a quiet night. Trumpo's not ripping.
Have a little mobile Trumpo in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
This is right down the street from our office.
Yeah.
Every day, me and Juan, sometimes we ride home together. We see this guy setting up. I always say to Juan, like, the tacos must be really good. His homie's rolling in a Denali Sierra back there, dually.
Yeah, guy setup's freaking dialed.
The one thing that I was bummed on is that tonight, because it's a slow night, the night before Thanksgiving, they don't have the Trumpo running tonight.
Yeah.
But they've had a churro guy out here before.
I saw tacos literally like in the next parking lot over the other night too.
Hey, brother, I was in there getting all the smells. Table or the plates are ready, I'm pretty sure. And for you.
Thanks, Dad.
I don't know where you've been, but you'll find this is the best. We've been coming here for 2 years.
All right, all
Been
right.
to every taco place in Moore Park.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was inside there while they were whipping up some tacos, and he's doing these crispy ones. Dude, that's next week. One for me. Is that Juan? Did he get that one?
Yes.
Thank you. Avocado and red.
My own red.
Friend right here says these are the best tacos in town.
They are the best. The chicken soft tacos.
Dude, the pepper? Try the pepper. Tell me that's not.
Why would I try the pepper? I heard you nippling right now, dude.
Dude, that was brutal.
So, hey, when I was in there, I said, hey, can you extra crispy the tortilla? Do you feel that?
Yeah, it is crispy.
What do we got, dude? Little green, little citrus. No, the extra crispy tortilla slaps. Juan is 2 tacos down. I haven't even got into my second. Juan's got a fast enough engine. He could sleep at the gate on this one.
Yeah.
I'm wanting to come back and try one of those crispy taco things that we're whipping up. We're gonna have these guys at the grand opening, and next week we'll try their crispy taco. They started as a street vendor under an Easy Up. The prices aren't outrageous at all. What is this?
Tostadas with beans.
Tostadas with beans, bro.
For us? All right, dude.
A little extra credit, dude.
Yeah. All right. Here, I'm gonna dial this.
Kind of developed to be friends.
That was good, dude.
Bro, I had some extra.
I know.
I have some extra meat kibbles. Look at this. I was gonna say, do you have any chips? Because I had a little bit of meat leftovers. But this is even better than a chip.
Oh man.
All right, we're perfect.
Thank you guys.
To be honest, bro, like just seeing you guys' bikes, bro, I just really want to get one now, man. I'm all like, this thing is a beauty, bro. I actually just went into the Harley dealership, man, and I got pre-approved for a loan.
Awesome.
And I'm looking at this 883 Super Low, man. It's so nice. It's like red like this one, but it's just skinnier, man. I think they're so beautiful, but it's all chrome. That's the one thing I don't like. It's chrome.
Well, check out our website. Take a photo of his hat. One, let him take a photo of your hat, and then you can kind of watch our videos. You can get a little vibe of what it's like
We
riding.
ride different bikes, so we have like baggers, we have like the dynos.
You're like, I want
to rip the 24. I haven't ridden it yet with the new clamp setup, so.
Oh yeah, you haven't done that?
No, I sat on it, but I haven't ridden it yet, so I want to feel it.
They're gonna like it. And even just like seeing the red and like what I like about the clamp setup, and like one of the things I put in the description of the product was like it lightens up the look.
Yeah.
Which like when you're on it, all that plastic gone.
Yeah.
And you can see through the fairing more and like down through the
right.
wheel.
Dude, I should have had that when I took my license test on that bike.
Yeah,
I would have been able to actually see the line.
You can see through it now,
Yeah.
you know? And what I'm describing to you guys, it's dark out, so it's really hard to see, but overall, you end up seeing more through this area. You can see how much ground you can see. When you're riding it, it just looks lighter. You can see through it more, so.
All right, well, let me rip it. Let's go.
All right, question is, Juan thinks the horchata is gonna be all over the tank. I'm not gonna wheelie, we're getting it back. I'll drink like this. with the modular open.
Yeah.
I want this on the record that there is no spilt horchata. I had a sip while I was riding, and a full mount is back, Juan.
You won this round.
I know the ride was short-lived, Cole. Honestly, hey, the tin set looked so good even in the dark. When the light would like shimmer off the red.
Yeah, because it has like not glitter, sparkle.
Flake.
Flake, yeah. Try. I'll put that in there.
Such a comfortable, and like we're what, an inch, 2 inches in height difference?
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
Yeah, so like
What are you?
5'11", and it is so comfortable. Such like a perfect riding position. It does definitely feel like slimmer and like more like sporty almost, because you can see the road through the fairing now.
Yeah.
It's sweet. It's a dial set. I can't wait to ride it like longer and in the light.
Yep. All right, guys, there you have it. The long-awaited moment of actually tearing into the 2018 Sport Glide. We've started it. It's December 2024. I anticipate this bike is going to go into the early part of 2025. Something to look forward to, conquering and getting done like right at the beginning of the year. It's gonna be fun. Plans aren't set on it yet.
Goal, have it done by grand opening.
Yeah, that should be a goal.
All right, there it is.
Yeah.
You guys will be able to see it in person done.
Yep.
And Lance touched on it earlier. If you guys have any suggestions of what we talked about, if you have an idea, leave in the comments, let us know. Congrats on 10 years, dude. 10 years of Thrashin.
Yeah, 10 years of Thrashin supply this month. Wild ride. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you later.
Later on.
Give me your flashlight, dude. Let's show this thing. Look at that thing, dude. Look at how sick it is at night. Bro, the flames are insane.